learned in life is you can injure with words without being rude. Well, you'll be rude, but you're intellectually rude. Without being crass and using expletives and the language is such that you can make damaging points without resorting to expletives or industrial language. Yeah, you can really rip the skin off someone subtly. And I believe that the former chairman of the Integrity Commission, retired Justice Seymour Panton, has attempted to do just that in his parting remarks in this annual report of the IC. Justice Panton had strong words for one entity and three individuals, well, four individuals. The entity being the Jamaica Labour Party, one individual being the Speaker of the House, second individual being Everald Warmington, third individual being Juliet Holness, the Speaker of the House, the other individual being Tom Tavares, the President of the Senate, and oh, I forgot this one, the Financial Secretary as well. All of those people and that entity got the intellectual bad up from retired Justice Panton. Here's what he said in his remarks. He said, "It has to be said, if the truth is to be told, that some members of the legislature who are part of the governing party have adopted an antagonistic stance towards the Commission to the point where they have regularly made false statements inside and outside the Parliament while libeling commissioners and staff members." Serious accusation that, Serious accusation that. The retired justice makes a play of isolating the government members in the House or in the Parliament, both upper and lower house. He singles them out. And he adds to that the governing party and say together they have made false statements inside and outside the Parliament. In other words, he could say them tell lies. Because that's what a false statement is, a lie. The governing party, not the government, the governing party and members of the governing party who are in the Parliament telling lies on the Commission inside and outside the Parliament and libeling commissioners and staff members. I'm wondering why he used the term libeling, given that libel is no longer in the law books. It's been replaced by defamation. Yeah? But that is significant too, that term. I'm going to tie it up in very, very short order, the libel part. But stick with the people that he has trained his ire on, Justice Panton. He went specific without naming names. He said one female legislator went to what he says is the extreme of using an anti-social media platform to post images of members of the Commission and attaching outright lies that many have interpreted as an invitation to be harmed, for us to be harmed. So, don't you think it is necessary for Justice Panton to tell the country what are the lies that were told? For Justice Panton to point out who does he describe as the many who have interpreted the posting of the pictures and the posting of the lies? How many people have interpreted that as an invitation to harm members of the Commission? This is not a throwaway comment. It's not something that we should just gloss over. Well, you can't gloss over something like this. Because I know that many of you are dismissing it. But what if it is true? What if it is that many people who have been exposed to Justice Panton did interpret the posting of the pictures, as he says, and the lies that he says were attached to the pictures. How many people would have interpreted that as an invitation to harm the commissioners? This is serious, and we just let it fly. It's in a report, or we just pretend like it's not there. No. Justice Panton needs to explain to the country, to fill out the blanks, because there are many blanks where this statement is concerned. He goes on to say, even the youth arm of that party joined in attacking and libeling us. A libel again, he mentions libel again. So the youth arm of the JLP is not G2K as many people think. It's Young Jamaica. So Young Jamaica, Justice Panton says, has told lies about the commission and has libeled the commission and the commissioners. In a scenario, he says, is shameful. He goes on to say that he wrote to the speaker to have a member dealt with in a certain way. You will recall that, of course, this is Everald Warmington, right? And I found it amazing that a commission of parliament, the leader of that board of directors of that commission of parliament, could ask parliament to remove a parliamentarian from a parliamentary committee. I found that to be extraordinary. But anyway, that's what Justice Panton did, and he says that the fact that the speaker did not respond to his letter to deal with that gentleman who seemed to have assumed the lead role in the effort to dismantle the commission by the removal of the Auditor General and altering the qualifications for membership of the commission. He takes a dim view of the refusal of the House Speaker to acknowledge his letter. And the fact is that this gentleman is still in place and is a part of a coordinated effort to undermine the commission. These are some bombs the former chairman of the Integrity Commission dropped in his statement, and we pretend as if it didn't happen. You look around the media and see where these things are being reported. And then them say we're biased. Imagine if a certain man had made these comments in a report about certain people. Imagine what would have happened. Yes? So, the former chairman of the commission speaks of libel. But yet, well, as of now, I don't know of any court action being filed against those he accuses of libeling the commissioners, libeling the commission, and inviting harm to them. I know of no court action being filed. But the question emerges, does the Integrity Commission have form in bringing court action against someone they feel has damaged them? Nora says break, but the answer is yes. Because in the same report, page 149, it says that for the period 2022 to 2023, when Seymour Panton was still at the helm of the organization as chairman, one Julie Malcolm published defamatory statements on various social media platforms stating that the commission, among other things, recreated her complaint, fabricated evidence, and stalled and silenced her complaint via evidence tampering. The commission says Malcolm continued to publish statements on her social media platforms, having named 4 employees of the commission as criminals who perpetuate coordinated corrupt actions against her via evidence tampering. They discard evidence, fabricate their own evidence, which they use as a basis of decisions, and that these employees of the commission lack the moral authority to continue in their roles as they have engaged in evidence tampering and intimidation of a complaint. In light of this, the commission took Miss Malcolm to court seeking damages. So they have form of going to court to act against someone they believe has damaged the reputations of individuals or invited harm for individuals. So why did Justice Panton, if he felt so strongly as to make it a matter of record, he's written it into the perpetual record of the commission that these individuals and these people have been telling lies on the commission in and out of parliament and have libeled the commission and commissioners? Why has he not taken them to court, a place he knows so very well? He's an expert there. Food for thought. You do the dishes. Break time here on Nationwide 90 FM. Back with more after these.